We are. Whoa. Excuse me. I smoked too much weed. We're live. What's happening? Dogs, cats. It's just raining weed, bro.
Well, I was expecting like a Joey Diaz.
Dogs. Smoking some fucking reefer. Woo.
Man, I'm ready to smoke.
Yeah, me too. Who is ready to smoke?
Me.
Somebody from fucking Ecuador, dude. What?
Oh my god.
What? What?
You poor thing.
You poor thing. I mean, don't make it insensitive. I'm just amazed that we have an international audience.
Well, I'm saying, do you know the weed situation there?
Yeah, it's a good question. What is the weed like over there? Does it look like pictures of Jamaican weed when it's twigs and berries?
Yeah. Or wouldn't they get all the stuff from Colombia?
I hope they import their weed,
they
maybe.
do.
I don't know. But if you guys can kind of see, we're smoking on some Gorilla Glue here.
I don't think they can read the text.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I don't think it's gonna work. Not with this HD camera.
No, it's too thin. But you guys get the idea. Weed in a cartridge. It's the fucking future.
Well, it's yeah.
Well, this is the future.
Well, the future is the revival. But I'm gonna be dabbing with Denver, definitely, because I'm not high right now at all. But I guess I should wait for 420.
Who's waiting?
I'm not. You set me up.
Of course.
Thank you.
Today we're going to be drinking some Habit soda. We're going to be talking about the Sushi and Doobie rolling event, as you can tell by the title. And we're going to be bringing you guys the top 5 things that we want at stoner events.
This is something that culminated from going to a really different cannabis event last night. And we wanted to kind of go and review and think about all the different kinds of cannabis events we've been to and all the different kinds of crazy things we've seen and we haven't seen. Right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine getting an ounce for $45 in Ecuador?
That's crazy! Yeah, even other people in the chat, they're like, lies!
Well, it's like $45, and then I think to myself, is it $45 for an ounce of mid-shelf? Or are we getting the stuff that we got in Miami? Are we getting stuff that...
I guarantee you it comes in a brick. There's no way you're getting or it either comes in a brick or it comes and the twigs are so big that, you know, you're getting like little nuggets and twig and they weigh the big twig. And you're like, hey, what are you doing? Pick that off. You're not done yet. And they take the twigs and they go, no, bro, this is an ounce.
That's the whole thing. That's the ounce.
And they give it to you in a rolled up fucking newspaper and they put a rubber band around it. Has to be that. There's no way you're getting like fucking... I wish I had like a pile of weed, like weed.
Well, it's like properly trimmed, properly like manicured like bud. Mm-hmm. And people could argue like, oh, this, that, like you're just being picky. But at the same time, it's like it affects the experience. Especially when people leave like the larger fan leaves at the bottom of the nug, or they like do different things with like the different like trim styles and stuff like that. Some people like them like really long, but who knows?
I mean, this guy knows. What are you talking about? Couples that smoke together stay together. It's the resinous glue that binds you. I'm telling you.
I guess.
I mean, if you had it your way, there'd be no resin in the relationship.
There'd be no rosin.
No. resin, reclaim, rosin. I don't like that guy named Razzie. It's a little too weird. What's happening? We got James in the chat. We got Elijah. We got Hunter. We got the Mago. Denver Hill Capper, fucking dabbing it up in Denver. He's posted so many videos of himself taking dabs. I don't even have to I just see his name and I already know I can picture him dabbing off of one of his crazy rigs.
Wait, is that the guy with the glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he does he's always on point. He's always seeking videos, and it's one of those things where I always love going to the WeedPornDaily submissions, and when we start queuing and we do all of our drafts and things like that for all the postings, I see him. I'm like, oh, I know him. He's always tagging everybody up. He has a giant
tag wall,
mm-hmm. Like a brick wall. But yeah, thank you. This is our Simba glass piece. Sadly, it got a little broken. We were gonna sell it, but not anymore. Oh well. But I love it.
Good.
It still looks well. It was a minor cosmetic damage where just
on a part that I was like, of course
little
it's gonna
tiny
break.
Part chipped.
Whenever artists
drips.
do that, I'm like, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're creating artist security for themselves for the next few years.
So it's one of those things where it's I would probably either one. I've been wanting to file this down and get one of those glass sanding little bricks that they have. They have little cubes that you can safely grind stuff. But I just haven't found the space for it, or somebody with a glass studio that I could fix it. That would be really nice. But and you're just showing off.
I mean, that's the point, isn't it? But let's get into this.
Yeah, I was trying to open it. So
we've had this in our fridge for how long?
About a month. Does it have an expiration date on it?
No.
No?
No.
Does it say when it was bottled? No.
No.
Okay.
But it's a Scheduled 1 controlled substance. Keep out of reach of children. That's the most important part. May cause inability to operate machinery. So this live stream's gonna go crazy. I can't operate keyboards. I can't operate mice. I better not do a live stream of some Twitch gaming shit after this, or it's just gonna go haywire.
Man, 2 hours. I wonder if 2 hours is a good enough buffer for some people. Some people need 4 hours.
Well, it depends, because it's also a liquid, so it should hit you faster. And if you guys look closely, it actually has kiwi bits in it and shit.
Well, it's it's made with real fruit.
You see the seeds on there?
You can see it jiggling around. Yeah. But we got this at 420 Central. Yep. We at dispensaries, if you don't know, they have these days where they call them vendor days. They call them oh, bless you.
Excuse me.
They call them patient appreciation days, patient days, and basically all it is people going and showing off new product or product that they're restocking in the dispensaries. And we happened to see a rep from CANNABIS. Somebody that we had met before at another event. We met her actually at work, and she was like, oh hey, I remember you, make sure to try this on the stream, and here we are. But
it was really nice of them to give this to us. Shout out to CANNABIS, Habit, Positive Vibes. They got THC water or CBD water.
Yeah, they actually have a whole line of drinks. Actually was working with them doing some promotion stuff, and they have over 7 different flavors. They have grape, kiwi, mango. I think they have a lemonade. They have, I don't remember what the red one was. I think it's cherry or strawberry. They have a strawberry flavor. They have a bunch of different types, and it's sparkling.
I'll be honest. They gave me a sample at the dispensary. How was I in the car after?
You felt a little nauseous.
I was all burpy.
Yeah.
Woo! And I shook it up. That's what happens when you shake it up.
I told you it was sparkling.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to emphasize the kiwi.
I can't wait to see that in replay. Oh well, there is. I think more's coming up.
You can see that.
Oh man, that shocked me. I was like, the keyboard that we just fucking bought.
It's live, bruh. It's live. Alright. So, I'm gonna clean this off a little more. And we're gonna take a swig.
Never do that again.
And I'm never gonna shake soda. So we're trying this new cannabis soda, you guys. Who wants the first one? Oh. Alright. How does it smell to you?
I mean, it smells like... Have you ever had, like, Snapple?
No. But
You've never had, like, Snapple? Like the...
I had it, like, once.
Yeah, they have a strawberry kiwi Snapple flavor. It smells like that.
Yeah.
It smells a little less because it's not mixed with strawberry. I wish I could drink it. I can't drink this drink. But...
It's not bad. Doesn't taste like weed. I didn't get, like, seeds all
You
up in
gotta
my
check.
mouth immediately.
What?
You gotta do. I expected that from the chat. I expected that from like chug to start going. But I think you're the last one I expected to do that.
But it's one of those things where you gotta also take it like reasonably slow because you're just gonna start burping it all up. I can see it going crazy. It has like lots of carbonation to it. It just keeps going. More than like a cola. Definitely sparkling water.
It's like a cola when you see it sitting there on your desk and you're playing a game or something and the room's really quiet and all of a sudden you just hear that little pop-it noise and you're like, what is that? And it's just the carbonation of the soda.
Right, yeah. Well, I wonder what classifies it being a sparkling water versus a carbonated water. Is that the same thing?
Well, that was the thing. I didn't know how to label the video. Because I was like, is it sparkling water or is it soda? Or is it like the same thing and sparkling water is the fancy name for soda? Is a Pellegrino like a soda plain?
I wonder because it's under the category of, I think, water because it has no added sugar, I believe. But at the same time, do they add sugar to this? Like, do they add...
It says no high fructose corn syrup, but they do put fructose in it.
So they put sugar in it, but it's like fruit sugar. Does that mean that that's the sugar from the fruit that they're like referencing? But they reference the kiwi juice.
Yeah.
So you would assume kiwi juice inherently has sugar in it naturally.
Yeah, I feel like. Well, I feel like it's that, and they also add more sugar to it too.
Does it taste like sweet?
Like sugary. Oh yeah, it's super sweet. I mean, it's not like sweet where it's like a little tarty or anything like that. But it's like a good amount of sweet, not overwhelming. I could probably chug it.
Well, it's like they say like they have it here on the bottle. They have different measurements to help you guide you into how much you're actually drinking. I wonder if I can block you out and it makes it.
It helps if over there.
There we go. Boom. It actually has like a little guide. It says 50 and 75 milligrams. So I wonder. And it says open slowly on the bottle.
Oh, I was gonna point that out. Yeah. But wow, we're only halfway there.
Is it a 100 milligram? I think it said 100 milligram.
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
So 50.
We're at like 40.
And 100 milligrams, if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically like 1,000 milligrams would be a gram of pure THC or like pure like concentrate. No grass, no nug matter.
No plant matter of any
Not
kind.
even like hash gets to that point. You know, it's like pure.
Ooh.
Excuse me. Ooh. It has begun.
Oh man. Throughout the whole thing, it's going to be this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need a little burp counter. I'm going to take a hit of this and take a hit of this.
And we'll get started?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Are you going to try to drink it with the smoke? Oh man. Okay.
That's the only way to do a cannabis soda. Bruh.
again.
All right. So today we're going to be talking about the Doobies. What was it?
Are we going to do the intro?
Sushi and Doobies. Oh!
Intro time.
Johnny.
Johnny.
Johnny. Got a new intro thing. Just what it's Welcome to the WeedPornDaily podcast. I am Grouch, the editor, owner, designer, the asshole behind the ass box, and I am here with the lovely, talented Mrs. WeedPornDaily.
Good evening. You can find me on Instagram, Tumblr, and on Twitter at MRSWPD. That's Mrs. WPD. And you can follow me for all the events that we're doing, any coverage that we have, any announcements. If you're ever wondering when we go live or when we're going to have some kind of stream or any kind of special event, you can follow me. I'll be posting everywhere, circulating a lot, and I'm super happy to be here. We have so much cool stuff to talk about today. I've been dying for the stream to start all day.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we got a few things to talk about today. We went to an event yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yes, last night.
Man.
I know.
Things happen so fast. But we went to the Sushi and Doobie event this weekend.
Do you have photos?
I have photos.
You have photos? Oh my goodness.
I also have
video. I hope you have the video.
Video.
Well, we went to this event, and it was held by the... There you go. You got the graphic right there. The Marijuana University High Dining Club. And this is a club that is actually really interesting. If you're really into food and you also enjoy cannabis, this might be a really great solution for you in terms of stuff to do. It is a dining club, and they hosted a workshop that you could go, and from a professional sushi chef from Alaska came, and he taught how to roll a perfect maki and also how to roll a perfect doobie. And it was a really, really cool event. It was something that it sold out, which I thought was really cool and really unique. You're going to show yourself. It was unlike any event that we had gone to in a long time. People were actually out making sushi and enjoying themselves, and it was a really interesting way to handle a cannabis event. I liked it a lot.
Definitely different. This was one of the more different ones that we've been to in the past year. More higher end. When we went to the one that had the face painting, it was kind of close to this.
Face painting? Which one is that one?
The one that had the face-off contest. It was a Halloween pot-up shop.
Yeah, it was a Halloween pot-up shop.
That was kind of on this level.
Yeah.
The feel of it that they were trying to get, but this really took it and ran
elevated
with it.
Yeah. It was really, really incredible. It was awesome. Everybody was smoking joints. They were provided by, Hummingbird Medicinals, and they had tons and tons of joints that they were passing around, and everybody was smoking. The chef was smoking, and it was just cool. It was really good vibes all around. It was a great night.
Yeah, you can see they gave out free weed, or not free weed, but
included weed. So you got a special grapefruit strain that complemented the sushi that you were having. They brought flown in Alaskan king crab, and they had all this stuff flown in from Hawaii, and it was all this really fresh stuff. It was awesome.
It was nice. And yeah, they literally, it was you came in, they give you a goodie bag, and
with
the goodie bag,
a shit ton of stuff.
Yeah, had weed, had
it was
chocolate.
one of those things where you look at the price of the ticket and you say to yourself, man, this is really expensive, and you think, how much would it cost me to go to a nice Japanese restaurant and have sushi and have a high-end experience? Probably that much in the cost of me and my boyfriend to go alone and pay for a meal. That's a lot of money. Then you throw weed on top of that, and you get a couple joints, and then you get a bunch of topicals. They had vape cartridges. They gave out vape batteries. They had like all kinds of stuff. Like I saw some stuff that were like easily $15, like $16, like priced products, and not even counting those cartridges. The cartridges alone are like sometimes they can go upwards of like 25, like a gram and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm. The cartridges, yeah, for a half gram, at least 25, 30.
Yeah.
So with the pen, you know, it comes with more.
It was really, really interesting to see like the variety of stuff that they like stuffed in that bag. It was really worth the cost of your ticket to the amount of just shit you got. It was incredible, not including all the extra weed they passed around.
Mm-hmm.
Like really intense.
I'm just preparing. Trust me, there was a lot of preparation for this video, you guys, but never enough.
Yeah.
Never enough. You guys can see here the chef smoking it up while he was chopping up some of the fish. I don't want to put any names out of fish. Salmon. Passing the joint to the assistants, because that's what you do.
I like that though. It was really nice. Like it was very relaxed. It was just really funny to see a bunch of people get like high and be professional chefs. It was all the staff were like incredible. Everybody's super excited about having completed the workshop. Man, the workshop was really long. It takes a lot of steps to perfect sushi.
And you can see the final product there of people's rolling.
And the actual maki roll, it wasn't medicated, but what they did have was the sauce that he made, and it was like a miso mustard ponzu sauce, and it had infused honey in it. So it was from honey, what is it, honey pot? Mm-hmm. And they infused it in the thing, so everybody got like medicated sushi if they wanted it. It was really, really nice that way. You could like choose to get medicated. Is that him smoking a joint after? Oh yeah, that's when he finished the rolling workshop.
Mm-hmm. Not only did he teach them how to roll, actually the sound's probably playing.
Oh,
with these, maybe. I'm sorry if the sound's playing. Let me see. Where's my audio mixer?
So, as we're sparking these.
Oh man, they probably haven't heard us.
No, they hear us. It's just they hear like in the background probably.
Great.
But yeah, man, he basically showed people how to roll sushi, and then he showed people how to roll a joint. I didn't expect him to also be the teacher, the sensei.
I just didn't know he would know how to roll a joint. I don't know, I didn't expect it. It was something that I was like, this is weird. So it was a really interesting scenario altogether, but I liked it. I like seeing everybody having a really good time.
It was crazy just looking around and seeing like ordinary ass people rolling sushi and rolling joints and laughing and like smoking, having a good time. It was really nice. It was really cool. But yeah, man, it was
everybody
nice.
Trying to use the rolling papers like
that's tech, bro. That's
tech.
That's technique. Good, yeah. But yeah, man, it was a chill event.
Mm-hmm.
Met some interesting people. Got to vibe. They had like a little mini nail set up in the back with like a dab rig, courtesy of the Goosefire Gallery. The event was taking place at a glass gallery. So if you got to look around and got to like spend some time.
Well, they had like an actual workshop, and it's like a studio that people go and they work. But they also have a bunch of famous like gallery artists and things like that make really amazing functional glass pieces that I've seen so many times, and I will never get tired of.
Yeah, it's like you see these and you're like, oh man, I saw these 100 times on Instagram, but you never...
Now I see it in person, and it's right here in front of me.
And then I took the same Instagram picture. It's like the fucking Mona Lisa. It's
It was
crazy.
well, it was one of those things where you took a picture of something, and then somebody else who also has like a lot of Instagram influence also took the same photo, and she took it at like a slightly different angle. And I was like, yeah, everybody just gets the shot. It's the shot. So, man, it's incredible how you do that. I don't know how you do that. A lot of control. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was super clean. I really enjoyed myself. Like, it was a really great experience, and got to meet a lot of really cool cannabis people.
Different flavor of community, definitely. You know, when you go to a lot of events in LA, or just a lot of places, I'm sure, you just start seeing like a certain crowd of people propagating these events.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I love you guys. You know, I've met you guys. I've seen you guys 3 or 4 times now. I've smoked with you, smoked a blunt.
Yeah, we've been on video together. Yeah.
I want to see more people. There are more people than this in this world. Why am I like
Especially
running
in this
into
community.
you guys? Yeah.
Like, cannabis,
Circles.
there's so many people, and there's so many circles that it's really nice to find a new kind of circle to just mix and mingle, like meet more people. And hopefully we get some cool people that will be interested in doing live streams with us and like doing maybe a podcast or two. I'm always cool with meeting like cool cannabis couples and things like that. Makes me really happy. Makes me really proud. Yeah.
It's always nice. Yeah, it's rare to find a canna couple. But that was basically the event. There's not much to it. To be honest, it was a little slow. Like, I didn't get too much footage because it was just literally him teaching you how to make sushi.
Yeah, it's like there's not much to it.
Yeah, like it was a workshop.
But it was super fun.
For the people involved,
Yeah.
we literally saw fucking, I don't know if you guys know him or follow him on Instagram. Push Trees was there. Dope as Yola.
Yeah.
The dude who does like crazy raw giant rolls, and he's like the raw rep for like LA or something. I used to follow him on Instagram, and used to follow him on Instagram, and he was there. It was crazy. It's just like I 4 years ago, I was browsing Instagram in Miami, and I was just like casually looking through shit, and I see his ass there, and I'm like, man, this is the same dude that was on Instagram posting pictures of himself, like doing this same stuff. Like, hey, I'm at this crazy event. Here's
I'm
my
doing
weed.
things, yeah.
And I'm literally looking at his Instagram, and I can see him posting about this event that I'm at, and I'm like, man, small world.
It's finally being more connected.
Mm-hmm.
And also lets me know there's only so many cannabis events.
That too.
Man, we tried an email at the Sushi and Doobie event, and man, I want one so badly. One day I'm gonna get an email. Like, I want one so much. We'll get one, but
It was okay. I would have put it a little higher temp,
Well, I was
maybe.
gonna say there was an issue with the temperature.
But yeah, it was nice. Like I was telling you, like, that's all you need at an event. Like, all I need is a little mini nail in the corner, a little dab rig, and I'm good, man. That's all you fucking need.
I was gonna say, are we gonna have our top 5 talk?
Oh, you know, it's
Perfect
funny
segue.
how that would lead into that.
Like
So
magic.
today, we have a new segment for you guys coming at you. Not courtesy of this event, but made us
Inspired.
think about it. Oh yeah, this is it.
What are you doing? Show live.
This is the top 5 things we want at a stoner event. That's right. When you guys go to a stoner event, what are you guys looking for? You know, what is your goal? What is your aim? You know, are you going there to get weed? Are you going there to chill with your homies? Something that you just see in person and you're like, what the fuck? But we decided to put together like 5 things that we want to see at these events, and things that it's like kind of like 5 things. If we don't see these, the event
No bueno.
Yeah, not banging. So number 1. Like, fuck. I can't put up a still image. Ugh.
Maybe I made them too high res?
No, that's fine. It's just the computer freaking out. But a place to smoke.
Yeah.
No booty. Number 1, booty. Number 2, bitches.
I was
Number
gonna say
3,
tits.
buds.
Oh.
And not my friends who are males. I'm talking Mary Jane. But number 1, a place to smoke, man. Like if I go to a weed event, like they're
selling me
it.
cannabis, like it is like advertised in the name.
If I can't buy a joint at a table and then like walk
Go
away
and light it
and find somewhere to smoke it, there's a fucking problem. We went to the Infusion Expo and we were like trying to find a place to smoke.
There was none.
It's like an old ass cathedral / church. It's like a historic building, so you just can't like you can't put your feet up on the wall. You can't like wander into certain rooms. It's like super secure for a reason. And we asked the security guards, where is there a place to smoke? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, can we smoke out on that balcony? And I'm like, he's like, no. And I'm like, what? So we walk and we go all the way out to the parking lot and we go to our car to smoke. And on our way out, we see people in other balconies like smoking it up. And I was like, what is this shit? But yeah, man. Fucking a place to smoke, bro. That's all I want. I don't necessarily need to roll up and smoke everywhere in the event, like a big hot box, but I need to have somewhere where I can sit and just chill.
Well, it's like it has to be fair because it's one of those things where they can say like, oh yeah, they have that field over there, they can go and smoke. But I'm like, no, I need either like a tent or a building or a structure or something that I can like basically take refuge in, because sometimes the events are like over 102 degrees outside because it's a California high desert, and for some reason all the events have to be in the high desert out in the middle of nowhere because nobody likes cannabis events. And it is so frustrating because there's like, it's either you have to sit on like hard concrete or there's like direct sunlight on you and you have like no choice in terms of bathroom. Oh, there's like so many elements to it that it's like, I need a place to sit and smoke. And they had one. They had chairs. They had like a bunch of stuff last night.
Yep. Weed to toke. If there isn't fucking weed, there's a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, is that not what I go to a weed event for? I mean, I don't go to listen to Wiz Khalifa. I go to a Wiz Khalifa concert to listen to Wiz Khalifa. I don't care if Wiz is there. There better be some fucking weed. It's like, I better be able to buy a joint. There has to be somebody
like
selling pre-rolled little joints for me and my fuckboys to just go and smoke wherever the fuck we want. Like...
Basically.
Very simple.
Yeah. Oh man. And somebody just mentioned it in the comments, having a diverse array of munchies. And that is something that is like super, super essential because there are a lot of people with so many different kinds of diets. And I have a very strict diet and I try to like keep to it as much as possible even when I'm outside of the house, because it really impacts my life. And he can go and have his own meal and I can go have my own meal and not have to pick from a giant menu of only cannabis infused foods. A lot of times you'll see like whole menus of just THC products or CBD products as well. And I'm like, I just need something to not get me high. Just something to help me just like feed my stomach and maybe even bring me down because I'm too high. So there's a lot of like elements to that. Having either like places that you can go and just buy food from like cafeteria style. They also have it where we've seen it that the event sponsors restaurants around the area, like lots of different elements to it. But a lot of times it's just food carts, or like people bring like stands and they serve directly, like with fryers and stuff like that, like portable style.
Something. I don't care if you fucking come with ballpark dogs and fucking chips. It's just something that when I am feigning for death after I've taken a giant dab that I didn't expect, I want to be able to come down. Yeah.
Simple. Yeah. That was one that I was like, how do I even surmise it? Because it's more than asking for just a toilet. It's way more than just that.
The bare necessities?
Yeah. Well, it's because...
Oh, it's the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Smoking session, hash up with my friends. It's all the bare necessities. We're smoking joints and hashing these and smoking the bare necessities of life.
It's like...
Wherever I wander.
I've gone to a few events where they do have porta potties, and I'm like, thank you, I appreciate that you thought of us and all of those things, but there's still not a place to wash my hands afterward, and for everybody else. And sometimes I see them have stuff like places to like have like hand wipes, or they have like a hand sanitation station or something like that, and I'm like, I appreciate that, that's very kind of you, but I need a sink over here, I need some soap. Like are you okay?
It's just the way that you put it, where you're just like, you know, it's great. It's so great that you have a hole in the floor for me to pee in. But, real talk, where's your soap? I need some fucking paper. What tree do I have to kill?
Well, it's like, I've seen it where they have like porta potties, and like High Times had a huge village of porta potties. There was like at least 50 of them or something like that. It was a crazy amount of them. But they all had hand washing stations with running water, and you could actually like wash your hands properly. And I felt like that was like going that extra step, that process. But at the same time, maybe host it in a venue that has a bathroom, which is always revolutionary in my mind when I'm able to actually go to a physical bathroom at a weed event. I'm like, thank you. Like,
no, it blows my mind when I go to like a normal event and they have bathrooms there, and I'm like, this is what it's like to go to a normal event, not like a weed event where you just don't have any standards. It's crazy, but
don't you think you should move the camera over a little bit?
The last one. Better.
Mm-hmm.
Too much. No.
That's fine.
Number 5.
Parking. Holy shit, guys.
Maybe this is an LA thing.
Maybe?
Maybe.
I have no idea, because I think this applies to everything ever.
Maybe it's because all weed events are held in business districts, or at someone's house, which has no parking for 100 people.
Well, it's like they're always in like business districts where they're not expecting 500 people to show up to a single building. They expect only, you know, like only a couple people per building structure. Like, not necessary for a giant like lot, but it ends up happening, and I end up paying for valet because I'm scared that I'm gonna get parking like 3 miles away. I have that fear, and I've experienced it. We literally were like running around. I remember one at the Compassage, and we were like, you know what, just let's go back and let's go do the valet and call it a day. That's why we brought extra money. Yeah. And there's only so many events that it's like we can go to parking lots, and they say like, we have permission, we're gonna have a shuttle, so like, you go to this parking lot and we'll shuttle you over or something. And I'm like, that's great, that's good, just have something, please, like work out some situation with whatever you have locally. Yeah. How was your hit?
If I had to surmise it in a taste, it tasted how all cheap edibles taste.
Oh.
It tasted kind of like a TKO edible. It tasted kind of like that like weed flavor.
Oh, yeah?
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
The one that like Auntie Anne's Brownies has.
Yeah. Like that really, it's like, it's made from flour taste. Like that kind of, it has like a burnt flour taste, yeah.
Almost like, yeah, like I made it from, not even like trim, but it smells like I made it from like twigs. Because
Like
I've made
toasted.
hash from twigs before,
Yeah.
and it smells similar.
But what do we have here? We have Riza giving plenty of information in the chat. You have number 1, booty. Number 2, a diverse array of munchies. Number 3, music.
Because I'm a classy man. I may want my booty, but I also need my multicultural facets of consumption, of caloric consumption there.
A chill out space. So something that it's like actually like lets you hang out. Like we've seen it in the High Times video. They had a giant field of beanbag chairs. And
Yeah.
you could just chill out. You could watch the stage and like view everything. And they even had like extra like monitors that you could like watch from and
Like
stuff.
couches and shit.
Couches and things.
Yeah.
And a WeedPornDaily booth, because every event should have WeedPornDaily.
Oh, that should have been number 5 if we were smart enough, or if we had an intern write it.
Yeah.
That would have been it. And then I would have been like, "What is this? Send it back. Give me a real number 5." Because, or is it? Do we have honorable mentions here?
Yeah, I gave it to you.
It's here. There,
Yeah.
honorable
Oh.
mentions. So honored of mentioning.
Well, he mentioned it already. Music.
Music, you know, like that was a little something that was preferential, but I was like, you know,
Well, there's
good
like
music.
a couple different things to think about when you do these events. One is their events that they go and they straight up ban music from all the vendors, and they'll either have like an overarching like music playing in the background, or they have no music at all, and that's okay. Like it depends if the music's like not overbearing, not too deafening, or not too loud. And then you have the scenario where everybody's competing with their own music at every booth, trying to be louder than each other. There's like a lot of elements where like either they can have a big stage that's blaring music and you can't even hear yourself as you walk by. It's there are a lot of elements that you have to kind of harmonize and kind of create like a good environment for it.
Honorable mention, free weed. That's always a nice thing at weed events. I mean, who doesn't love either being near a stage and being like, "What's going on?" and then you
Get
just hit with like a little container and you're like, "Ow, I have a little cut." And you look down and it's already gone because somebody's grabbed
it already.
And they're running away with a little hash envelope of half gram.
Half gram of concentrate, yeah.
And you're like, "What's going on?" And as you turn, you're just like, boof,
pelted with like a t-shirt.
Yeah, a t-shirt goes over you, everything goes black.
And somebody pulls it off your head and you hit the floor and you're like, what's going on?
You just start hearing the noises that you hear in the Saving Private Ryan videos, where it's just like, like, yeah, like ringing in your ears, like, yeah.
Oh, it's really brutal. But at the same time, it's always nice to go up to a table and be like, what do you have? And then they're like, oh, you want to try it first and I'll tell you about it? And I'm like, yes.
That is always
speaking my language.
awesome.
Because that's what I want to do.
Like 9 out of 10 times when somebody gives me like a dab of something, I am way more likely to buy it if I have the money.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I tried and right there I'm like, that was really tasty. That was really good. And I'm feeling immediately really high. Like, here's my
Definitely.
money. Like, what other
Well,
part of the equation is there?
Yeah, I had that with, we went to Farm Fest and they had a guy give me a dab of Girl Scout cookies. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll smoke it, like whatever. And I normally don't really like Girl Scout cookies. It's kind of one of those strains that kind of barely gets me because I really need a good indica. And I was so sold I bought a gram of it. I was like, yeah, like sign me up, let's do it. Like that's kind of what it should be like, I think.
Yeah.
Does it turn on?
Yeah, I got a hit.
Oh, okay.
It was just really sticky around the mouth. I was like,
Ugh. Yeah.
But yeah, free weed. Any other honorable mentions?
I don't know. Do you have it in your notes?
Good lighting.
Good lighting.
I mean, so many times as a photographer, you go into these events and it's just blackness. It's just like a shadow. We are in an alleyway in the black market. Like, it is like fucking Diagon Alley.
Well, I was gonna say we're in Diagon Alley, or we're like in fucking like Morocco in like the streets where there are no lights.
Fucking, I go by and I'm looking at a jar of weed and I look to my right and there's a fucking cobra there and shit. It's fucking, why? It's
No, but seriously, it's one of those things where I understand that a lot of these weed events, they are paying bare minimum for the spaces that they are like occupying, because a lot of times they just rent it out from somebody.
I'm not making that much profit off of these
barely
events.
any money. Yeah.
I totally get it.
So it always like relies on people either bringing generators, which are the people outside the events, and they tend to be like the food people, or just no lighting at all. Yeah, and relying on like a skylight, because that's some of the venues actually have like roofs that are just glass and they just let in light. And once after 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock comes around, it's like darkness already, and only a couple booths have lights. Oh, it's so intense. It's like another world sometimes, like thinking about it. Yeah, I'm glad we can go to venues that have the lights on.
I just thought of one more.
Oh yeah, what?
You know the dude mentioned earlier, RZA, like comfy spots.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, you know, even like we went to the Cannabis Cup and they had beanbag chairs all in a field,
Yeah,
and
I
they were
saw
all
that.
like laid out. But then we went to Champs, and I think it was
Champs?
I think it was like a vape company or something, and they had all IKEA furniture. And it was like a whole booth of just like chill out area.
There were a lot of places at Champs that they actually had booths that you could just sit down in.
Mm-hmm.
In Champs, a lot of times what ends up happening is that Champs is like a buyer to buyer kind of thing, where it's like wholesalers and people who are distribution companies selling to head shops, selling to dispensaries, selling to growers and stuff. So they want to create a space that they can come sit down and like have a conversation with you, and be able to like have like more of a sales pitch, or you know, encourage the buyer. But at the same time, there were I don't know if I sat down in any of those spaces. Did you?
I mean, I didn't, but they looked awesome. That's all I was saying.
True. I guess.
That's where I was going with that. I was also stalling so that I could find the dogs at the Cannabis Cup video.
Oh,
Because
where are
that
they?
is an honorable mention. Whenever I see animals at weed events, I love it. Like, I love
We already
seeing
passed it.
what
It's where all the Champs stuff is.
it isn't
In the
there.
Cannabis Cup, no?
Champs. It's not in the Cannabis Cup section.
That's so interesting that you didn't include
Oh,
that.
you know what it's labeled?
Hawaii's the Cannabis Cup.
Hey, that's labeled
There you
K.
A for Kauai.
Hawaii.
There you
I
go.
was looking for D for dog.
Oh, well, yeah. And this is always a nice one too. I love seeing when people bring their pets.
Let me adjust the volume here for you guys.
Yeah. Spunky little dogs going to the event.
That's all I want to see, bro. Just-
Obviously not dogs stressed out though.
No.
That's something that it's like, I see people with like their dogs and they just bring it like recreationally. Like they bring it just to like have the dog there, which is super cute. That's like a super famous little dog right there.
I smoke weed around the world, and my owner is a douchebag. Shh, puppy. Sit, heel, obey. Smoke weed obnoxiously in public. Give me 5, yeah.
That is so horrible.
I tell it like it is.
But yeah, those are definitely the things that we love to have an experience.
Top things
at
any weed event.
Absolutely.
We're very simple people, as you can see. I just want my weed. I want a place to smoke it. I want to be able to eat after I'm high. I want to be able to sit somewhere comfortably, and I want to be able to get there comfortably and park my car and not have like a fucking conniption trying to parallel park it in like a spot where I'm like, can I park here? Okay, for only 2 hours, and then I gotta pay for 50 cents. But what? There's no thing to pay. What? No, none of that. Just give me easy.
Yeah.
Make it Disney.
I always think about like being at one of those cannabis events and being able to like have a booth there and like what we would do and what we would decide to like display about WeedPornDaily. And we absolutely say it's like we would have an enclosed tent. We would have a tent that had like either like some kind of sofas or like benches for people to like hang out and sit out in, and have a place that we can like record like on the fly videos and have like be able to control lighting and stuff like that, so like we can record people, interview people, have really good smoke sessions with people and stuff like that. And on the front end, sell like WeedPornDaily merchandise, like sell a couple like t-shirts that we have, and sell like our hemp wick, and sell like extra like supplies or whatever, just like extra things that people would buy. And that would be the best. And also have like a couple iPads and like have like the WeedPornDaily shop and have like our WeedPornDaily software like available for people to see and try out, and like see your business finder and see like all the crazy new features and innovations that Oscar has created and worked into this beautiful website, and to try out WeedPornDaily and really see like all the things that we can offer. So
okay, what she didn't mention is chicks with incredibly long legs. Their legs have to be lovely and long, and then skirts where I question how much fabric was actually used and which little Chinese hands could put that together. Okay, now these women also no tops, literally nothing, nothing. Pasties over the tatas.
But cannabis ones.
Little cannabis leaves, and green glitter, cat eye. Yeah. Perfect, done. Walking around with iPads.
Walking around? No.
iPad holder is acceptable.
They don't walk around with iPads. They go around in those like, what do they call them? Those like those Segway things.
All these women are actually behind the scenes. This is all kosher. This is all. It sounded derogatory, didn't it? Didn't it? You fascist. Literally, these women will be on webcam.
Oh.
And their Segway entities will serve these men and guide them through the process. Sir, do you need help with that?
I meant they were like standing themselves on those little Segway things.
I took it to the next level. Right.
Well, you're thinking of like, what is it called?
The Grand Tour.
Grand Tour, yeah.
That was more recent. Next live stream, English accent only. And then on Boxing Day, we break out our Canada accents.
We already missed that though.
I know, next time.
Year, yeah.
Next time. Love it, right. That's all I need. I need somebody just to be like next to me and just be like, love it. Right. See, Petunia gets me. That's why I keep Petunia around. I could see that.
Oh, definitely. Like, there's so many things that we could have at our WeedPornDaily booth, given the opportunity, given the chance. But I don't think you guys realize how expensive it is to get a booth. Because if you want to go like industry standard and think of like Champs or the BIG show, those are like business like conventions. Those are conventions that distributors go to and stuff like that. And they charge like $4,000 minimum for a booth, and that's just like for the booth itself, like the space.
Yep.
So then you have to bring all the equipment, you have to bring all the setup, you have to do all the
Yep.
printing, you have to do all the materials, you have to bring and ship everything over
Yep.
there. You can't just have everything just appear in whatever city you go to.
Yep.
And that's like $5,000 right there, and then you have so
Like,
much stuff. Like,
yeah.
it's crazy, and there's
Where's
a lot of
my
liabilities.
accountant?
There's a lot of and people go and they take the dive, and they go and they like can afford those things.
Yep.
And we've seen events where they charge only $200 for a booth, and even then, still out of our price range. It's one of those things where that investment's not gonna come.
Not in the cards right now.
No, unless
Not
we
yet.
get some investment. No.
Send me an angel. Send me an angel.
Yeah.
Steve D'Angelo.
No.
I'll take his little bro. Yeah, but we're so down to do shit like that. I'm ready. Like we are the type of people that we plan and we try to do everything right, and we try to do everything
Right,
big,
of course.
and we try to do everything efficiently. So we're always we're like thinking and concocting and
Yeah.
brainstorming about, hey, what if we had a booth? You know, just in case tomorrow somebody hands us a booth, what do we do?
Right.
You know, and we have that in the game plan, in the
Mhm.
notes, like set. So we're ready. Like the second somebody hands us an opportunity like that, or the second that we can get that kind of opportunity,
I'm glad you
we
cut
will
it
be
too.
we will be very, very happy. But yeah, it's
It'd be really, really cool.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've talked about splitting a booth with
Different people.
different dispensaries or the vendors and stuff are cool with it, because we don't need much space. It's just about having a particular presence there, maybe being able to put up a giant banner in the back.
Well, it's like put up a banner, be able to put some cards down somewhere, and have like a space that we can call home base.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really nice.
Have a little couch area where I could sit in the back.
Record people.
Record people that the other booth people could sit, have lunch there. I see the booth people. I see you eating lunch. It sucks. I know. Somebody's got to watch the weed and eat.
It happens.
Do it on the couch.
Well, I was gonna say do it with us and let us record you smoking after, basically. Yeah. Because a lot of times it's like, it's like I see people who they go to events and they become like fam. They become like a group of people that they're like, we survived the event because it was so hard. And I was like, I definitely know how hard it is.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, like going to the weed event's so hard. How are you feeling post drink?
It's pretty good.
You drank the entire bottle. It's
That's
all
what I do.
gone.
Well, it's only 100 milligrams.
Well, I mean, it's still a big bottle of drink. It's something that it's like a full cup.
I mean, I'm hungry if anything, but I was a little
Are you?
hungry before.
Oh,
Yeah. So. But it didn't like fill me up. It
Good.
didn't- Yeah. So
like
I
you could eat that with a meal.
Probably.
It would probably be more enjoyable.
I feel super fucking Hispanic eating that. Like if I had some arroz frijoles and a little bistec with some fucking pan cubano, and fucking somebody had like tostones, and
But, like-
you know, like the whole platter of food on the table. Everybody's talking gibberish, and then like fucking I'm drinking
Kiwi
from that.
people drink kiwi juice?
Just
That's super Japanese to me.
I think it's like South American to drink. Man, you fucking drink that fucking peach juice that's like South American or whatever.
Peach juice, yeah,
It
but
comes in the can, and it also comes in the glass, and it also comes in the plastic.
I'm saying kiwi specifically.
Well, not kiwi, but just fruit.
Oh, fruit juice.
Juices.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I was just saying.
The kiwi part is, I guess, a little weird, but yeah, definitely could just see myself at the table drinking that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
How was the carbonation level in comparison to like a
It was
Sprite or something?
interesting, like compared to just the first time I had it, the carbonation was so much better because it was
Oh.
like I mean, you heard me, I burped a few times, but it wasn't like, I felt it in my stomach last time, like gurgling, like I would like Sprite, I would Coca-Cola on an empty stomach. And it was good.
That's
It
good.
was pretty good. I don't know if
Excellent.
because I've had it for a long time or something, maybe the carbonation like leaked a little or something, but
Maybe, who
solid.
knows?
They won.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Habit, they went and they were at Happy Place, which was a event for, I think, Hitman. And there was like huge drama where a lot of people got disqualified because they had what is it called, like different contaminants and like bad test results for labs that they ran on all like the cannabis products, and they survived and they won like 7 awards or something, like crazy, like a crazy amount of awards. What are you looking for?
Something. You don't have to, you can keep talking.
Sorry. Well, I mean, I don't know. But it was really intense to see that like somebody who's like a pretty new cannabis company like come up and take the house almost. It was really intense to see. But I'm glad you liked it. I would be more interested to try a lot of their other products. They have like a whole product line of just like creams that are like topicals that you can have that I think are CBD and THC. They have this like terpene
You guys, you gotta fuck with that cannabis cream. You know, you may be thinking to yourself, I don't need cannabis cream. No.
No,
Let me
like
paint
real cannabis cream.
No, fuck that. Let me paint a picture for you. Because you're like, man, I don't need to do... I'm not a woman. I don't have to put stuff on my hands and my elbows and my back or something. I don't know what women do. And you're looking at me like I'm strange for suggesting cream to you. When you're waxing your carrot, it tingles in like
You're
a way
kidding.
that you would not believe. Just try it. Try it. You know, it helps. It's like a lubricant. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Which one did
Positive
you?
vibe.
Which one did you use?
Well, we had one that was made from like KY jelly or some shit.
That's right.
And that one was decent. And then we've also had a couple that are made from like coconut oil. Those are okay too.
Right, I know what you mean.
Forgot what I was looking for.
I don't know what you're looking for.
I was just talking.
Yeah.
Talking.
But
Talking sexy.
what other things did we write on our to-do list for like the stream this week? We had a few things. Maybe.
That was it. It was like Sushi Doobie, the top 5.
Top 5. Oh, don't forget to check out our calendar. We have our calendar where we post all of our events and all the different like kind of workshops and kind of like cannabis things that we're doing. If you're looking for a live stream, if you're looking for like the date of something, we have it. Also feel free to message us or like DM us or tag us in any photos or like events that you want to see on the calendar, obviously within reason. But the calendar section is just for free to put up anything cannabis related. So make sure to hit us up. We always love to like put people up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You need to try something new? Oh man.
I don't know if it'll work. I have to do the sound flower for this, I think. But some shit.
I can see it moving.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We're in space.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Sound effects are coming soon. It's gonna happen. Yeah,
it's gonna
it
be
has
like
to happen.
this.
Beep, beep, beep.
No, please.
Fucking beep, beep. Who said take a bong hit? Take the head. Beep, beep.
No.
Oh yeah.
Please
Oh yeah. Did somebody just try to advertise themselves in chat? Ban them! Like fucking. The where's that ban hammer? Shit, donk. You know, fucking. It's gonna happen.
What? Ban hammer?
The ban hammer. You've never heard of that?
No.
Drop the ban hammer on them.
Oh, the ban hammer. I heard band. But band hammer.
Throw the whole band at him.
Yeah.
That's gonna sound like a calamity. The soda was okay. It was pretty good.
Do you think you'd be willing to try the other flavors?
I would be willing to try the other flavors. I don't know how much were they.
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I don't know.
My estimate is they're minimum $5 to $6.
For $6, I would probably pay
I would
this
hope that
like
they are.
on like to treat myself kind of thing.
I actually didn't pay attention when I was looking at pricing.
But 100 milligrams in this, like, not bad. I think the sprigs were like 60 milligrams. They weren't even like a hundo.
Maybe? I'm not sure.
And the sprig is like soda. The sprig was super carbonated.
I think the sprig was like
super
less,
sugary,
it was less than
high
100.
fructose. This is more natural. Should sit a little better on the stomach. They use like real fruit and shit. Well, I would definitely try this again.
Different flavor. Yeah, because they have stuff like, they have like sparkling mango, sparkling strawberry. They have, like I said, grape before, and they have a lemonade. The lemonade was the one that I couldn't remember. The white one.
I would try the mango and the strawberry one.
And there's another orangey one. What is the other
Maybe
orangey
the
one?
lemonade.
Oh, peach and mango. So it's the peach one. I would love to try the peach one. I wonder if I can eat that one. That'd be interesting.
You gotta like split it so you don't have to drink
Yeah,
as much.
well, I was gonna say I could probably just take a spoon to it and just stir out the carbonation, right? I guess.
Well, the carbonation isn't too bad, and the it's more so
Well, I
like
mean, it's making
citric
you
acid or
first.
something.
Yeah.
I guess.
But yeah, it would be really cool. I would hope that it's not too expensive. I actually don't know how much it costs, but
I could see why they won. Yeah,
I could see why they won.
good stuff.
First
Solid.
place. First place.
I mean, I would have to drink like not the whole bottle, but more than like a little sample size to really enjoy it, though.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because I was able to get like little peach or like little fucking kiwi bits and seeds and whatnot. Yeah. Can you use it on your nuts? I was like, what?
He's talking about
what were we talking about?
We use like a cannabis lubricant, like we tried it out.
Right. Let me not act like that was crazy, bro. Sorry.
Well, you brought it up first.
Yes, I did.
There's a lot of crazy cannabis products that we've tried. So many weird ones that are like really oddly specific.
We posted one today.
Wow.
For Stoner Sunday, where the guy, he had is this fucking in the Stardust?
Stardust? Oh, like the sprinkle in
The
the THC
THC.
Stardust?
Mm-hmm. They had that, and it was 5 milligram packets.
Yeah, like the ones that we had. Those were like 5 milligram.
Blew up on Tumblr. People reblogged the shit out of it.
Oh, I was like, I
And,
should post my pictures of it then.
Yeah. Well, it was really popular. I don't know why. He was like, yeah, you can just put it in anything and make it like THC infused.
Yeah.
And people were like,
Well, yeah, Ed Rosenthal did that. Like it was.
well, it's like a different brand.
Oh, is it hot sugar?
No.
No. Is it the panda one?
No. It looks like they're very plain light blue packets with like a little dark blue text. Very plain graphics. Like think Washington, think Oregon.
Think
maybe.
Oregon or Washington, not California.
Oh,
Literally
no, whoa.
hippie.
Ripple or hippie.
It looked like hippie to me.
Sorry,
Or
completely
Ripple.
wrong.
No, it is Ripple. Man, it looked
Ripple.
like hippie to me. I was like, whoa. But Ripple. Yeah, well, there you go.
And that shit was blown
No
up.
THC, no smell.
285 notes. I looked at it last time. It was 140.
There you go.
That guy's blog must be blowing up right now. But yeah.
And now I know I should just get the other ones that we have sitting on the counter.
For what? The recipe to...
Recipe to win. Give a
Boom.
free sample and there you go.
Oh, we got some booty.
We got booty?
We got some booty.
We got booty in the
Oh yeah, I wanted to
submissions.
talk about this.
Oh, do you want to talk about that?
Do we have time
Do you
to
guys
talk
want
about
to see
this?
drama? I mean, we have another 15 minutes.
I guess. Let's,
Yeah, why not? If you want to talk about it. This is something that Oscar has been debating for a while. about posting about, and this is something that I always question who you're learning from.
Yeah. From the New Haven Register, I saw this article posted today, and it was titled "Yale Professor Raises Concerns About the Potential Health Hazards of Recreational Marijuana." And immediately I was like, I gotta... Health hazards? I've been smoking a lot of weed, bro. Tell me, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be like, woo! And my arm is just off. Arm off syndrome. We didn't realize. So I started reading the article, and immediately this professor, his name is Vasiliou, I think.
Yeah.
A professor of epidemiology at the school. Now, epidemiology, I was like,
What is that?
What the fuck do you even have to say about this? And epidemiology is the study of diseases, and those are the people who speak about public health issues, like the impact of disease. Yeah, and I was like,
I guess.
What disease are we talking about?
Yeah.
So he was concerned about the combined influence of alcohol and marijuana, and cannabis' effect on the developing brain, and its potential harm to pregnant women and fetuses. And of course, he's like, I'm not just making this shit up, okay? I looked at the Journal of American Medical Association and the Journal of Medical Toxicology to come to these kind of conclusions, all right? So I decided to write an article.
I'll be just really curious.
Shoot.
We've been they talk about a lot on the news where they're like fake news and what counts as like a real reporter or a real newspaper or something like that. And I really wonder how much does it take to be a medical journal? And I'd be like, could we be classified as a medical journal if we post our own medical studies on our own website?
Maybe.
I wonder how...
Do I need a license?
Well, I wonder those people that they're like, this is a medical journal and I'm citing something from a medical journal. I'd be like, I wonder if there's like categories at which a medical journal, like medical journals are, and if some are more clickbait than others and stuff like that, or ones that are not well like founded in fact or well founded in studies and things like that more so. I don't know, just a question, just a statement. Like being curious as to like what he's citing.
I'm sure they are scientists submitting reports to some particular publication. I'm sure I wouldn't doubt the particular legitimacy of his studies. My issue starts to be derived from the research that he cites. Literally, he cites here the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration did a study in the Netherlands finding that when you smoke cannabis, like people with a 0.04% blood alcohol content had their effects nearly tripled, going to 0.14% blood alcohol.
So is that something that when I drink, that's how much I have, I smoke, and without drinking more, it just elevates?
Yeah. And that's literally like the effects of cannabis and its ability to change your blood pressure, your ability to change just your, apparently your alcohol metabolism, they call it. So he cites this study and he's like, this is why it's a problem. It's like car accidents are going to occur because people have a drink and they'll be like, I can drive. And then they smoke a little weed and they fucking hit the deck or some shit, and that's his rationale. Boom. And then I go and I don't have to spend too much time, you guys, because I don't have all day. I spend a little time doing a little research, and I find a study from the AACC, from another medical journal, the Science Daily. Could be WeedPornDaily right there. That this is just the science branch of WeedPornDaily. You guys don't know, I run this.
So remember how we talked about anybody can be a medical journal?
But Yeah, basically this study essentially finds that people who smoke cannabis while drunk have their high enhanced by the alcohol. And it's a similar effect that you find if you've ever like drank coffee and then you go and you smoke and you feel higher, and it's like, I just smoked the same weed I smoked yesterday and I feel like I'm on crank, and it's literally because your body's just like, your blood pressure is up and you're uptaking more and more THC. So people who smoked weed, 6.7% THC, high dose cannabis. They started off at 42.2% micrograms of THC per liter in their blood, and then when they were drunk, they had 67.5 microgram per liter. So they had like a what is that, like a 20% increase, like a 50%, 50% increase. So boom, like 50% increase in your high just from drinking. I'd be curious to see what the alcohol content was that they were consuming. Was it like a beer? Was it a shot? What were they drinking? But literally, like, drinking and smoking, it gets you higher and it gets you drunker. They work synergistically. It's fucking magic. Like, fucking one
enhances the other.
Yeah, it's crazy how that works. And like I said, it's the same with coffee. It's the same with a lot of different substances. Welcome to drugs. So I find this study and I'm like, why isn't this particular Yale professor interested in this particular study? He's going and he's citing these random studies over here. What about these studies over there, bro? And he goes and he cites in his article that we need we need a lot of research, he said. People need to be educated. People need to know.
The general population does not know what we're talking about.
And
wow, that's honestly really crazy of a statement.
I mean, that one I can agree with.
Well, it's sensational.
Yeah, where it's like, okay, yeah, we need more info about this. So how are we going to get more info about it if it's not legal and nobody can touch it?
And nobody can test
look
it.
at
Nobody
it
can do studies.
Yeah, come to Colorado and California and the 5 other few states where it's legal and you can fucking experiment with it and expose yourself to it and have a culture that's been exposed to it. And
well, it's like, how long has California been a medical marijuana state?
Yeah, since 2007, 9. Long time.
A long time.
Long time. 1998?
No, like 1998, 1997 or something like that.
Yeah, it's been like 10, 20 years now.
Yeah. It's really long. Yeah.
Longest time, I believe. So it's it was crazy. And then he goes on to talk about, my major concerns are the damaging effects marijuana can have on adolescents and the young kids of mothers. The brain develops until the age of 25, and heavy marijuana use, he said, has been shown to be responsible for schizophrenia and other forms of psychosis. Okay, let me slice this in half because this is fucking...
2 different statements, both need to be addressed.
This was so thick of a piece of salami here. Let's slice it. Okay. Women, I say it in the article, women smoke right now while they're pregnant. Women smoke cigarettes, they drink coffee, and women aren't even supposed to eat raw meat and
fish,
eggs and shit like that, and they fucking do it.
Anyways.
They do it because they don't fucking care. And no one can stop them because it's their body, And they're adults and they're given a decision to be able to consume these recreational substances and say, I can educate myself or I can just hurt myself. And they choose to hurt themselves. But like people like this, they're like, we can't even give them weed because we don't even know what's going to happen. And it's like, bro, they've been smoking weed already.
Anyways.
Guess what?
Yeah.
I could go interview some moms right now and they'll be like, yeah, I smoke weed. Look at my son. He's not hitting a wall right now and just hitting it like nonstop. He's out there and he's a CEO or something, or he has a grow or some shit. I don't know how that happened. But it's something that
Well, it's like, how about the, like, marijuana has been responsible for stopping seizures in its tracks while it literally is, like, happening to children. They have video documentation of kids ingesting cannabis while having seizures.
But we don't know the effects, baby.
But we don't
It's
know
turning
the
off the
effects.
seizure, and then it's also, like, making the kid stupider. So imagine.
So
I would
the
rather
kid
him
na-
have seizures than be stupider.
Wait, you
Micro-
mean he's stupider, so now he's capable of using a spoon and feeding himself and, like, actually, like,
Improving.
making mental
See,
progress as,
what you're
like,
not
an
seeing
aging, like, child?
Is mental degradation on a micro level that must be studied before. Yeah, it's
It's something that I just, there's
hard.
so, like, it's one of those things where I come from a place where I was born in an area where it was booming in education and new ideas for treating asthma and treating allergies.
Mhm.
And my mom was one of those people that's like, give her any trial, put her on the trial, because what's the trial gonna do that's gonna hurt her? Make her asthma worse? Like, it's already really shitty anyways. Might as well just try it and give it like an option of like maybe helping her. And I was a part of like Advair, and I was able to like use Advair and use Nasacort as like two really new things, and Zyrtec. Zyrtec was like, I tried some of the first Zyrtec and now it's over the counter. Like, imagine people trying cannabis for the first time and being the pioneer test subjects that try cannabis as a young child, and then they're suffering with, any kind of like mental disorder, or they're suffering from seizures, and then when they're like my age, an age where I'm having my own kids, I can say, I ingested cannabis as a child and it helped me with my seizures, and now can help my children and help them with their needs. And it's like a crazy thing that it should happen. We're at this point in time that this should be where it starts. And we're like getting so many people doing more lab testing and more of these kind of crazy, like they do the ppms, they do like all kinds of extraction processes that eliminate a lot of the plant matter, or they're able to extract CBD only. It's such a boom of process now. Yeah. A lot of proprietary stuff coming out. It's but no, we need to study it instead of helping people right now.
Stop. Listen. And then he goes on to talk about heavy marijuana use causing schizophrenia and psychosis. And it's one of those old stigmatizations, discriminations, tropes. I don't know what you would call it.
I would call it a trope.
Where it's like the marijuana man is crazed. He wants to fuck your white women, and he wants to eat a whole bag of Doritos. It's like these just old images of stoners that are perpetuated, and people even it's difficult to say that, and people are like, no, they're not. They're more rational. He's a scientist, and people don't realize that people carry that perspective into the way that they look at some things. So they may look at a couple of studies and say, oh, I see cannabis being correlated with schizophrenia. Immediately, I knew it. They're fucking the crazies, and it makes crazies. Cannabis makes you crazy. That's why they call it cannabis. See, cannabis, crazy. And they just start connecting the dots because they want to.
Well, it's like that's what they see.
Yeah. And, I look at these articles from an unbiased perspective, and I see literally schizophrenics being found using cannabis and abusing it in some particular cases, and people being able to study those people, because those people are already in like scientific environments where people are like picking at their brain and shit,
like
watching them. That is why there are a lot of those studies out there.
Right, yeah.
And people just look at it and they're like, oh, cannabis causes that, when it's a matter of like, no, cannabis is like something that those people use as like self-medicating crutch, and it's something that is easy and approachable for them to like achieve, and it makes them have either a false sense or maybe a true sense of improvement in their particular condition. And seeing like stuff like this, it's like, bro, what are you reading? Where are you reading it? Because exactly how you said people need to be educated, you need to be educated. And it's like, man, like, we have a lot of the research already, and that's the problem. Like, we could have it rescheduled right now because we have enough to say that it is like an efficacious substance that is essentially almost a panacea. But that would be sensational to say. But just the fact that it helps reduce cancer, it helps reduce seizures, if not eliminate them in some particular cases. The fact that it has anti-emetic and
inflammatory
effects, proven. Like
plenty of studies.
There's no reason that it should be illegal. And it's statements like that it's like, yeah, there is more research in some regards. Yeah, we need to know exactly what happens to the fetus when someone's smoking versus not smoking, and I have scans of like both to compare and shit. I want that data. I want it too, but that's not going to happen as easily if it's not as readily accessible to society. Same thing with fucking the schizophrenic man, everything. It was just such a slap. And I don't blame him as much, because there were particular parts of the article where he was like, I understand that cannabis is anti-nausea and anti-seizure and it has these benefits, but think about the pregnant people and think about the kids and the under 25s and
I was like, why not have laws that prevent that?
Well, he was like they're legalizing it in Massachusetts and every other state for 21 and over. And
the 21 to 25-year-olds are going to suffer.
They're going to blow their brains out with this weed. It's going to create a generation of just duds.
Well, I was going to say, why is he even focusing on cannabis? He should be focusing on alcohol. Alcohol is super readily accessible to people even at age 18.
Let's talk about caffeine and what that's doing to children's brains. Let's talk about, just
a generation of children
that
think that Starbucks is something that you just go and you just go get coffee.
Think of the children.
Think of the children.
Think of them. Picture them. Now picture them with a joint in their mouth. Now, stop getting upset over it. But,
that one.
And that one off.
You do it.
Hey, I'm not supposed to operate machinery. This bottle said so, or something. Might be delayed up to 2 hours, though.
Yeah, but it's been an hour and a half for us.
Yep. You can call it a day.
Absolutely.
I appreciate everyone sitting through. This was about as long as the sushi workshop. But it was, I hope, as delicious. Hi, Sensei. What was it? Itadakimasu.
I don't know what you say afterward, though. Or yeah, there's the clap.
But we'll see you guys next week. We'll see you guys this Wednesday for the 420 News live stream. Maybe Fact Friday, maybe, I don't know. You guys will see a video for the Sushi and Doobie and Rolling Complex going on sometime soon. I got all the footage. I'm going to edit it down.
Tomorrow on WeedPornDaily.com, we're releasing a new video for patient's perspective of the Sushi and
New
Doobie
article.
event. Article? Did I say article? What did I say?
Video.
Oh, yeah. Article. And that'll be my coverage of the event that you'll be able to read.
And we're going to be doing some trickle-down marketing for a new product that we're developing. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I mean, you don't have to really keep them peeled. We're going to bomb you on social media with it. So just be ready. And would be really, really, I don't know what the word is. I would be honored if you guys would participate in the beta testing of the process and just letting us know just how the product is. Is this a solution to the problem? We're trying to create a solution to inherent problems in the particular cannabis community on multiple sectors, for the consumer and for the business side. So we're really just trying to create an all-encompassing experience here that improves your life. And if we're not doing that, we want to know what it would take to do that. So we're going to be releasing some products soon that hopefully you guys are interested in, and hopefully shake some water up in this community. Fucking a volcano comes out of nowhere and makes a new island, and people are like, oh, what is that? No, who cares? And then you realize it's fucking Disney World,
On weed, yeah.
We on weed. on weed. So
Yeah.
keep your eyes peeled. All that is coming soon.
What, this week is the BIG show.
This week is the BIG show, so watch out for footage on that on social media.
If you are in the LA area, you're able to go to the BIG show. It's for free. You can head out. We'll be
Stop
there.
by,
We're going to
see
be
us.
recording. You can be on video.
I'll be there with the
We're
camera.
going to be recording stuff. If you're going to be there, if you're going to be at the High Times Business Summit, you can also catch us. And we'll be passing business cards and exchanging stickers and doing all kinds of business things. Yeah. Well, they didn't see you pass the business card, but...
Off screen. The Japanese guy is right in front of me. But yeah, man, BIG show. That video will be coming out after that. Like fucking lots of stuff. The ball's rolling. We got some shit going. Just get on the ride. Just hang on, sit down, smoke some, and have some fun. It's a cool ride, trust me. But I will see you guys next time. As always, my friends, peace, homies.